So Excel, welcome back, all my brave crypto enthusiasts, as we ride out this bear market. It's your Captain Crypto Excel, and everything is happening according to what we predicted. Now, the title of this video is going to be Altseason 2026 delayed or already starting. As we begin our analysis, we're going to look into what's going on with Bitcoin dominance, what's going on with ETH dominance, and what's going on with a total three. As we can see right now, Bitcoin dominance is trying to poke out or peek ahead of this range. And since we're at the high of the range, there's a good chance we might come back down to the low of the range. Um, but also where we are in the 4-year cycle, that's another thing to consider, right? So you can say that it could go either way, but we are going to follow the chart until the chart breaks, and we're currently at resistance with Bitcoin dominance. We are still in a bear market, as I believe, until we break 80,000 and then break 100,000 and then sustain breaking above 100,000. I'm going to consider this a bear market. That we're expecting to finish in Q4 or Q3 of the fourth year, which is this year. So we're looking around October-ish of this year if the cycle pattern repeats. And if it's not broken, don't fix it. I'm not going to say that it's broken until I see the chart break it. I'm not going to use my opinion. I'm just going to use chart analysis. So Bitcoin dominance is currently at resistance, and there's a good chance that we come back down. Either way, I'm watching the price of Bitcoin now is currently around $77,000. If Bitcoin has a significant downturn towards the summer, which a lot of us are expecting, I have to use the terms if, because there's so many people that are starting to expect it now. When everyone crowds over one side of the trade, you have to be a bit wary. It's kind of like a seesaw. If everyone gets on one side, it pushes the other side way out of whack. But I still do think that Bitcoin is going to have a downside heading into the summer months, May, June, July. And I think that will be a very good time to accumulate altcoins. Going back to the thesis and the whole premise of this video, Altseason, when is it coming and where are we? Bitcoin dominance says that we will most likely be pushing down a little bit on Bitcoin. The range is not really that much. It's like 60% to 57%. So that's only around the 3 percentage points. So I wouldn't get too excited in the short term. Even if we have some slight bounces in altcoins, there's a very good chance that these bounces will be short-lived. Moving on to ETH dominance. You can see here that ETH is having a hard time maintaining its dominance. Every now and then we do get ETH pushing up, but it keeps pushing up into resistance, and it keeps falling back down every time it pushes into resistance. So again, I'm going to continue to assume the pattern is what it is in the bear market, where ETH bleeds to Bitcoin, right? So the short-term pushes that we have going up with ETH, I'm going to expect rejection in an overall more long-term weekly basis, right? I'm not looking at the daily basis or the hourly basis. I'm looking weekly and monthly. And this pattern seems to be playing out where we're still in a bear market. So until ETH can gain some dominance, I'm not going to have that much faith in the altcoins. I think we're going to be bleeding for quite a while. And if we move on to the total three, you can see that we've been ranging here for, it looks like 2.5 months here, because this is a weekly chart. So it keeps going up to resistance and coming back down, and this is a very short range. So we had a major bleed starting from October of 2025, where a significant amount of capital was taken out of the altcoins. This is a 45%, almost 50% move. And that's huge. So to those who are patient and who are willing to wait for 3 years, this is actually a really good time to accumulate altcoins. Will we have another downturn? We're expecting another downturn heading into Q3 of 2026. But again, no one has a crystal ball here, and we don't know if your particular altcoin that you want is going to make a lower low. I would say that the chart is telling me that most of the altcoins are going to make a lower low, but we don't know if your particular altcoin is going to make a lower low. So you just have to be careful, number one. And number two, remember that investment is for the patient. It's not for those who need to make a quick buck or a quick turnaround in 3 weeks, right? You'd have to be patient on your accumulation. And do remember that nothing on this channel is financial advice. You're just listening to the opinion of a crypto investor / enthusiast. I am not a financial expert. I'm just giving you my opinion here. And this is for education and entertainment purposes, of course. So this is where I currently stand in the market. I believe we're still in a bear market. I think that we still have a choppy road ahead of us. And I also do believe that this is going to create a really, really good buying opportunity in the future. And I'm currently making my list of altcoins to keep an eye on and to accumulate on the next downturn. Overall, what I can say is right now we are looking at Ethereum to see what the strength of the altcoin market generally is. And we'll be looking for capital to flow from the larger caps such as ETH into Sol, Chainlink, and then into AVAX, Render, as the risk curve increases at some point in the future. It could be that we do get some kind of risk on after another major capitulation of Bitcoin at some point this year. If that happens and the total 3 gets decimated to a very, very, very low point, it just gives it more of a slingshot of how much it could rebound, right? That's where your 10 and 20x's can come from if the prices of these altcoins go very, very low. So on the risk curve, we're expecting capital to flow from the mid caps to the near Fedcoin, Tau. Tau has done quite well recently, right? From $145 to $350, and now it's giving back some of its gains. And this is what I mean, like when you're still in a bear market, you have time to accumulate. So the high potential coins such as Potential Tau, one of the number one AI coins, you can accumulate in a bear market slowly and be patient to take profit 2 years, 3 years later. Then Injective, Arbitrum, Optimism hasn't really performed as well as was expected by a lot of people in the last bull market. It still did do over a 3x though, if you bought in a bear market, right? It's all about if you bought in a bear market. It wasn't the highest gains, but it still was. Where else are you going to make 300% of your money in 2 years' time? Not many places, guys. So if we look at the overall synopsis of what I'm saying here and what's going on in the market, we have different tiers. We have 4 tiers of altcoins, right? So tier 1, Altseason triggers, and it goes into the large caps. And again, we're talking about after the major capitulation that we're expecting with Bitcoin. If everything plays according to plan by the 4-year cycle. Again, this is all based on that premise. But even if that doesn't happen, this flow kind of happens anyway, right? And then we have tier 2, which are institutional narrative leaders such as Chainlink, Avalanche, Render, and Near Protocol. When you start seeing these moving, that means that we're getting closer to a risk-on environment. And then the narrative moves over into tier 3. So tier 3 are the AI coins, right? So these are the highest momentum sector this cycle. I'm expecting very, very big returns from AI coins because AI is here to stay and it's going to shape the future, especially as we get more into a bullish mode towards Q4 of this year after the capitulation events and heading into 2027. Some of your biggest movers are actually going to be the AI coins because we're going to have literally droids walking around. We're going to have AI in everything, unfortunately, from warfare, robots on the ground. We're going to have AI controlling our healthcare or traffic or policing or legal or flight control. you name it. AI is going to be all over, and it's going to affect the job market. So basically, AI is going to be in the news 24/7, and I'm also expecting major breakouts and breakthroughs from the likes of Nvidia, Oracle, and other tech companies. I think AI is going to be huge. It's here to stay. It's changing the world as we see it right now, and it will continue to. Some major developments are going to happen in the future. AI becoming closer to sentient artificial general intelligence. This is going to have a huge impact on the world. So on the investment front with cryptos, I will be keeping my eye on these AI coins. And we have tier 4 early rotation signals that we're watching closely before the narrative arrives, right before retail arrives. We have injective, arbitrum, optimism. But again, there are a lot of other smaller cap coins I'm keeping my eye on, and I'm going to pounce on it when the timing is right. But for now, I'm keeping my eye on these larger coins, the mid cap coins. These are the coins that are not going to go to zero in a bear market. So that was my market update. I will be posting in the near future. I'm making my list of coins that I'm keeping an eye on, and I'm going to be posting it to my Patreon. So I'll let you know once all of that stuff is posted and where I'm at with that. But everything is going according to plan. This is a bear market. We've expected some choppy price action for quite a while, and we've actually been shorting every time Bitcoin hits a new milestone, hits a new high. All right. And I'm actually looking to get into some short trades once Bitcoin breaks to 80,000. I do believe that there's a good chance that we hit and we poke up above 80,000 to liquidate the early shorts and then start heading the other direction, because this is what the market makers do. All right. Well, this has been Crypto Excel. It's been great. I will see you guys at the top, and I will keep you posted.